What other men's trash became your treasure? My brother's laptop screen broke on his gaming laptop and he told me I could have the laptop if I wanted because he was going to buy a newer one. Otherwise he was just going to throw it in the trash if I didn't want it. I took it and hooked it up to my TV via HDMI and was able to use it. I didn't have a laptop at the time, so that was awesome. I live in a very small house in a very rich neighborhood. By comparison, I am basically just trailer trash. These people throw out barely used suede couches worth thousands of dollars and stylized glass tables. Literally got a free working, albeit old, BMW because the guy was too lazy to sell or fix it. All of these rich fuckers' trash is my treasure. One man's trash became my treasure when I found an old weather journal at a flea market. Inside were stories of forgotten dreams and lost loves, each page a glimpse into someone else's world. Turning discarded ideas into my own inspiration fuels my creativity and reminds me that beauty can be found in unexpected places. A set of late mid-century, casterfoot, barrel-back, tufted buccal dining chairs in mustard yellow and polished maple. An elderly woman bequeathed them to me when she was moving from her home to a senior living facility. They are gorgeous. My wife? Maybe? I don't know. I found a serviceable DCS-36 barbecue once. Didn't know squat. Google said new on sale with 3,900. Score. Found a kitten in a dumpster shortly before I started graduate school. Granted, I don't know if she was put in there directly or if she climbed in looking for food and got stuck. She's been my best bud over a decade later, and I can't imagine those first few years in particular without her. Retro video games. I was fortunate enough to graduate university back 20 years ago, right when every parent was putting their children's video games on the flea market. So, I purchased all my childhood favorites then, when you could get a complete copy of practically any video game made before 1995 for under $5. I'm glad I did too, because I would never have been able to afford my collection if buying it all at modern prices. I have a coffee table that I bought at a garage sale for $25. The seller said he got it while overseas, I think from the Philippines. While it's clearly not a super expensive piece, the table itself is made of a thick piece of particle board. The edges are nicely carved out of some other wood, much more than just the regular beveling you'll find in most modern furniture. The table itself has a glass slab inset into it, and the seller gave me a roll of Marbley's paper to put underneath it. Instead, I put an arrangement of classic computer game box covers there, stuff like Wing Commander, Ultima Underworld, and Lemmings. It's a unique piece and I love it. We live in a nice area of town. Once a year you are allowed to put out anything you want for trash pickup. Typically you only get one city-supplied trash can. Anything extra you have to schedule a special pickup and pay extra. My husband has picked up a nice cooler, a weed whacker, several over the years, a Power Wheels Jeep for our daughter, a workshop table, and a piano. After almost 10 years, we are putting out the piano this year. Hopefully someone else can enjoy it. I took a broken TV to electronics recycling at the town dump. A few months later, I get a notification from Amazon. It was a Fire TV that my user ID was activated. The TV was being used. I deactivated that account, but the new owner got a nice TV. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein pinball machine was our best find. Needed a couple of fuses, so less than 5 to fix. Usually, it is old, rusted cast iron. My hobby is to refinish and use them. Done it many times. I've gotten several dressers that people have set out by their trash. I just pull the drawers and put them in the back of my truck, heave in the piece, and take it home to sit outdoors in the sun for several days and wash it down with bleach first. Don't want to bring spiders roaches inside. Then, I restore it somehow. Come to think of it, I have never bought a new piece of furniture besides a couch. I grew up watching my mom strip and restore old furniture, antiques, and Rufalster furniture, so it was not hard to do. Bunch of Alpha and Beta MTG cards mixed into a couple boxes of 93 and 94 tops, and Upper Deck I bought at a garage sale for like 10. Alpha Lotus, Mox Sapphire, Beta Ancestral Recall, and Demonic Tutor. 6 relatively nice wine glasses, an older laptop and monitor works for emails, a bit of news reading, and older games, and wireless headphones, which have worked perfectly for the past 7 years. In the mid-2000s my room was full of people's junk: my TV cabinet, my desk, and lots of hubcaps I found on the side of the road were nailed into my wall minus the hubcaps. Everything else was taken from rubbish tip collections when they used to do them once a year for a week. I was a teenager and loved going with my mate to find stuff. They don't do it that way anymore. Now you have to book it. We used to live in a condo where things were set beside the dumpster for anyone to claim. The best was a little Tyke's kitchen had doors that opened, a sink with faucet working handles, A refrigerator. My daughter was thrilled and all it needed was a good cleaning. When my daughter outgrew it, my mother-in-law repainted the exterior sticker details and it was donated to her church preschool, so many kiddos can have fun with it. I found a giant bag of weed that someone just threw in a ditch. It was my treasure and all my friends' treasure for a few months.